Hey YouTube, I just had to come on here and, get on here with you guys today. And I want to talk about hearts today. And it's such a beautiful day here in the state of Georgia. It is 75 degrees. Um, I took some notes from my class and I wrote some things down that I wanted to share with you guys. Um, Heart disease right now is like it's a big deal right now, especially with us women. We are dying really fast from heart disease. Every 6 minutes, a woman dies from heart disease of all races, not just black, not just white, not just Chinese, not just Puerto Rican or Mexican, all women. So when I speak to you today, I'm speaking to you from my heart to try to get you guys to help you heal your hearts. So, what I shared in my class today, it's like a 4-week course that you can do for yourselves. And the first one is called artery maintenance. Artery maintenance. You have to maintain the arteries in your heart so that your blood can flow through your arteries well. Now, flaxseed is should be your friend. Flaxseed should be your friend. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me turn it up. Okay, flaxseed oil should be your friend. What flaxseed oil does, it loosens the blood vessels so that the blood can flow through the blood vessels the way it should, because that's the number one problem with heart disease. The blood stops flowing through the blood vessels. So if you can do 2 tablespoons of flaxseed oil in some warm water every single day, that will help loosen your blood vessels up so that your blood can flow through your vessels really well. Um, Also, a number 2 step, what I found that works is try to challenge your heart. Challenge your heart. We must challenge our hearts. And the way you challenge your heart is just 7 minutes of exercise a day. That will prevent 1/3 of heart attacks and strokes in women and men. But I'm speaking on to women today because we are the ones that's dying the fastest. But just challenge your hearts. Just 7 minutes of vigorous exercises. You want to get that heart rate up and you want it to be pumping that blood through those vessels, okay? And 7 minutes of exercise could be stairs, walking, running, jumping rope in place, running around your kitchen tables, whatever you can do just for 7 little minutes a day. The third thing that I had to help keep your blood pressure lowered and to keep your cholesterol, to maintain your cholesterol, is just eat the rainbow, fruits and veggies. Let fruits and veggies be your main course. Now, I'm vegan, so fruits and veggies are always my main course. But if you're a meat eater, that's okay. Um, just make fruits and veggies the main course. And if you're going to have a piece of meat, just make it very small. And I'm talking about like this small. This is what your meat this if you do meat as your protein, this is what it should be. This small, okay? This small. Some of us, our fingers are bigger, but I don't care. If your meat can fit in here perfectly, then that should be your protein for the day. But basically, it should be, oh my God, my wind chimes. Basically, your main course should be fruits and veggies, okay? Now let's get to the number 4. The number 4 is just reducing your stress. Reduce your stress. I don't care whatever your stress is. Your stress could be traveling back and forth to work on a daily basis. If it's a long ride, try to figure out a shorter ride. If traffic is bothering you, if your job is bothering you, if your relationships is bothering you, whatever is bothering you, you got to get rid of it. Also, what I found out is to help the stiffness in your arteries, because our arteries can get stiff. They can get very, very stiff, and when they start getting stiff, plaque comes. From plaque, you get clogged blood vessels, and that turns into a heart attack. If you could get up every morning and also do 10 minutes of stretching, yoga positions, the dog stretch yoga. So just Google dog stretch yoga, and do that every single morning. Stretch, when I say stretch, I mean stretch them muscles. You want to stretch like this, okay? Stretch. You want to stretch, and you want to feel it when you stretch. If you don't feel your stretches, when I say feel, I mean it should hurt. It should hurt somewhat. If it doesn't hurt, then you're doing it wrong, okay? If you don't feel greatness afterwards, then you did it wrong. If you don't get up in the next morning and you're not sore, then you did it wrong. Because if you're not a stretcher, if you're not a person that works out, what happens is, if you're doing it correctly and you're not really overdoing it, when you wake up in the morning, you are going to be a little sore. You're going to be a little sore. So that means that you have done it correctly. And that also means that those are muscles that you don't ever use, okay? So just understand that and try to do that, and eat the rainbow. And I'm quite sure if you have high blood pressure, it's going to go down significantly. Okay, it's going to go down a whole lot. It's going to start going where it should be. Now, a real great blood pressure is like 115/75. That's a good blood pressure. My blood pressure has been, I believe, 124/75 or 80, something like that. So, but also, this drink here, in this cup, I have my herbal tea that's on my website, and I also put a dash of, this is my herbal coffee. This is what I call coffee, but it's all herbs. If you go on my website, you'll be able to see what my herbal coffee is. And it helps circulation in the arteries, circulation in your heart, your blood vessels, your body, your bowels, constipation. Also constipation, if you're severely constipated, it can also lead to straining on when you have to strain when you're on the toilet. It can also lead to the tightening of blood vessels, which you don't want. So a lot of times we think that high blood pressure and heart disease comes with high blood pressure. We think high blood pressure comes from too much salt. That's not true. Also, if you don't have enough salt, that can also lower the blood pressure too low. So it's not about too much salt. It's about it's a certain type of salt you should have, and that is Himalayan pink salt, which gives the body all the minerals. Well, not all the minerals, but it gives your body good minerals that the body needs. So we just have to understand, and we all have to learn to relearn. That's what it's all about, guys. It's about relearning, because the way we have all been taught was all the wrong way. Also, what I have in this cup with my herbal coffee that I make myself, which is herbs, which is a herbal medicine, but it tastes like coffee. I have a pinch of African bird pepper. If you don't have African bird pepper, try cayenne pepper, okay? You're going to get just about 95%, 85% of the same effects that you would get from African bird pepper, okay? And get some vitamin D. Vitamin D is so important. Vitamin D is very important. Now this coffee blend that I have on my website, when I put my African bird pepper in it, just a pinch, it warms up the arteries in my heart. It warms up my organs, period, because your organs should be warm. Cold water can actually harden cold water can actually help the plaque stay around the arteries of your heart, if that makes sense. I know some people won't, some people will not agree with things that I'm saying, and that's okay, because I like when people don't agree with what I say, because it makes me stronger. It makes me research even more. And I don't mind constructive criticism. I just don't like disrespectful criticism. But I love teaching. I love learning. I love reading. I love science. I love math. I love psychology. I love just science, period. Astrology. So it's not too much that I don't like. I hope you guys can hear it because this here wind chime here, it is just doing this thing. Good Lord. Oh. But it sounds beautiful when I'm in the house sleeping. But yeah, see, I'm just out here. There's my wind chime. That's the noise maker right there. That's the noise maker. Yeah, him. So yeah, and we have to also learn how to find our peace. Find your peace. Let me show you my peace. This is my peace every morning. I'm just sitting out here, and this reduces my stress. I'm listening to my wind chimes. I'm just out here, you know. So we all have to find what helps us reduce stress. Me coming on here on YouTube, me teaching my classes. I have one-on-one classes. When I make all my herbal medicines, all of those things, it's never worked to me. It's just a big stress reducer, and it helps me. I've been doing this since 1981, and I feel so good that I am almost 55 years old, and I don't look a day over 35. I know this. I take care of myself. I go to the doctor, I do, once a year, just for a checkup. And every time I go, I am such a waste of a doctor's time. And you know why I say that? Because most of the time, when a person walks into a doctor's office, a doctor is used to sick people, correct? Doctors are used to sick people. So when I walk in any doctor's office, I am the picture of health. Some doctors have gotten aggravated because I'm not on any medication. I don't need any medication. My heart is thriving like it's supposed to. All my blood work come back phenomenal. I go once a year around my birthday so that I won't forget. That's how I don't forget. I just go around my birthday. But every time I walk into a doctor's office once a year, they tell me, we have never seen anything like this before in our lives. What are you doing? But whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I never walk out with prescriptions. I never walk out with even a doctor wanting to give me a prescription. Although one time my blood pressure was a little high because I was ticked off before I went to the doctor, and he offered me high blood pressure medication and had never even seen me or anything. It was just because I was pissed off. So anytime you're pissed off and you're stressed, your blood pressure may go up. But if you don't have heart disease or anything like that, when you're through being pissed off, your blood pressure will go back down to normal. So that's what happens to me. Whenever I'm pissed off, my blood pressure goes up. And that's normal, though. That's normal. It's okay if your blood pressure goes up when you're pissed off. But if it stays high and it's always high and it just goes up if you're just sitting and you're calm, then that's heart disease, and that's a problem. Okay? So I just want to come on here and give you guys a few little tips today. And just let you know, try to live your best life. Be your biggest cheerleader. Be your biggest cheerleader. Be your biggest everything. And that also can help stress. When you're your biggest cheerleader, when you cheer your own self on. And another thing, we have to know, and we have to understand. We have to know and we have to understand that regardless of what's going on in our lives, we cannot let it get to us to the point where we have heart palpitations, irregular heartbeats. We're crying all the time. Listen, I don't care how bad something is. Whatever don't kill you makes you stronger. Okay? I will talk to you guys later. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, likes, share. Because listen, you know what I found out? Let's just say if this video is not for you, or if this video is, you feel like, I don't have heart disease, she's not speaking to me, I don't want to hear it. But maybe it can help someone else. Maybe it can help a family member, a friend, a cousin, a coworker. So always share the videos. If you're on social media, share the videos, because if it's not for you, trust me, it's for someone you know, though. Okay? So like, subscribe, comment, and share. Okay? Talk to you later. Peace and blessings.